Hey y'all, it's Eliana with Why Not reDesign. Welcome back to the channel. This hot mess of a dresser is the project for this week. Y'all chose it, you wanted to see this one. I put up a poll in my Instagram and on my YouTube community, and this is the dresser that you guys wanted me to do this week. So here it is. The top is completely a hot mess. There is missing hardware. There is missing drawer slides. The caps on the drawer slides are all gone, so I have to basically replace all of them, which means additional cost, which means I didn't really check this dresser well enough when I picked it up. That's on me. This dresser was extremely, and when I say extremely dirty. That's not something that I usually stay away from because, it's just cleaning, but oh my god. I'm also sanding off the top of this one. It's gonna go completely bare so that I can do a stain. And I'm using my Festool to do this, which is a super heavy duty machine that you need to be very careful of because it's easy to blow through veneer, or in this case, this is a solid wood top, but I can dent it very easily if I put any type of pressure on it. So always remember that when you're using any type of rotary machine, or a machine that you know has different settings on it. If you have it on a high setting, you can blow through wood very easily. I scuff sanded everything, and here I am actually replacing the first piece of a 2-part drawer slide. These are basically 2 pieces. You have to make sure that the piece that stays on the dresser on the slide is well secured with a long enough screw so that it doesn't separate again and mess up the other piece of the drawer. I will show you how to replace the part that goes on the back of the drawer later on. But basically I'm replacing all 8 of these because they were all broken. This is something that you can purchase on Amazon for about $7, and it's 2 pieces or 2 drawers that come in one package. I will leave you all of the details in the description of the video so that you can purchase them if needed be. And you can do this for any of the drawers that you have in your dressers at home, and for just about $7 for 2 of them, you can have an almost brand new dresser that at least doesn't have the drawers falling off. That's pretty cool, right? I suddenly had a vision and saw this dresser in Midnight Green by the Silk Line all-in-one paint from Dixie Belle, and this paint is super easy to apply. I literally love both spraying and applying this with a brush. As long as the brush is dry, it goes on super smoothly. I am hoping that this green literally turns on, dries very dark, because that's kind of the moody vibe that I'm wanting to go with on this dresser. But again, the application from this paint is super cool. Don't overwork it, and by that I mean just kind of apply it and let it go. The first coat is gonna go on very scary because it's not gonna show you that it's giving you full coverage, and you're thinking, well, this already has the primer and top coat included on it, so why is it so light? But trust the process. That second coat, or sometimes even the third coat if needed, will definitely give you the results that you want. For me, I've had really good results with this, and in 2 coats usually I've got the dresser cover each time. As you can see right there, that first coat is gonna leave you some lighter areas, but again, trust me, after the second coat goes on, you'll see the results immediately. I usually allow this to dry anywhere between 2 to 4 hours, sometimes 6, sometimes overnight. But when I'm in the shop and I am working on a dresser, I'll be doing, other stuff in between, and then allow this to dry and come back and give that second coat on the same day. The weather's turning a little bit cooler here, so it's taking longer for things to dry. But as you can see, after maybe, I think I did this 4 hours later, and look at that the second coat already is immediately just taking on a life of its own. That scary first coat disappears, and the second coat looks amazing. It's pouring rain right now as I'm doing the voiceover of this video, and my dog does not like rain, so if you guys hear any whining, it's Duke, my golden retriever mix, who is whining. Anyways, I'm also working on this top. Like you saw, I definitely sanded it, all of it, and the plan is to stain it, but I'm going to use a gel stain, which will give me a lot easier application, I would say. And I'm gonna go with the Voodoo stain gel from Dixie Belle, which is extremely easy to apply. Also, it is water-based, even though it's a gel stain. So what I love doing with this is spraying it with or spritzing it basically with water before I apply it, because it makes the application go on even smoother. And you basically will do the same thing that you would do if you were painting the top. So right there, as you can see, I'm spritzing the water very generously all over the top. I'm applying the Voodoo gel stain, again generously, but not over applying it, so it's not gonna take the entire bottle to do a top. I am also using a brush to apply it, and I have done this a million times with a brush, but from time to time you have to change the course of what you're doing. Perhaps when I see that the wood is taking on with a lot of brush strokes, that's when I change my course. And this is exactly when it happened. I left and I came back and I grabbed my application pad, and I am doing the sponge pad with this. It just makes it extremely smooth. Again, you continue to apply that water so that the mist of the water and the gel stain mix together, and then with the addition of the sponge, it basically leaves everything super smooth. After one application of the green paint, this is how much I used. This paint goes on smoothly, great, and it works great. I like to spray on, well, that's after the second coat, and what you see flying right there is actually dust. I know, I need to do a deep clean in my booth. You can only see it on camera for whatever reason, but what I'm doing right here is I'm applying the top coat on the dresser. I do it although this doesn't need it, but I'm going to be selling this piece and I don't know to whom or how they're going to use it, so I wanted to have extra durability, and that's what I did. The top drawers were lined with a felt, and the felt was extremely dirty. I cleaned it as much as I can, but I still saw a lot of different like stains on it, and I could not get those out. So I'm gonna go ahead and line them with a good paper. I buy these at Hobby Lobby or at TJ Maxx or anything like that. They are gifting wrapping paper, but they are strong, they cut very easily, and they go on and look beautiful. What I do to make it even more durable is I Mod Podge it. I can't say that too fast because, you know. Anyways, I put Mod Podge over it so that it sticks very well and is very, very durable. So basically cut it to size, glue it down, cut the excess on the sides, and I just trim it with a regular like a cutting knife, and there I am putting Mod Podge all around it, and I apply the Mod Podge with a brush. Okay, so here's the second piece of the drawer kit, This is the piece that will go on the back, and basically you just need to make sure that that little piece that I just straightened out right there snaps onto the plastic piece that you're putting on, and then that you secure it with a screw, and make sure that the screw is long enough, or just long enough, so that you don't go through the wood and the screw comes through the other side of the drawer. I have changed my mind yet again on the top of this dresser, and I chose this hardware for it in order to get that top to look somewhat similar to what the knob looks like. I'm gonna need to combine 3 different voodoo gel stains. I'm combining the white that I previously used with a brown and a black. The brown is called Van Dyke Brown, and the black again is all voodoo gel stain from Dixie Belle, all mixes with water, so I don't need to add any additional water. I just need to mix those 3 colors together to try to get that 1 color combo that I need, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I added a few additional streaks of brown to give it a wood look, and I think it came out pretty good. There it is. To top coat the gel stain, I love using Big Mama's butter, and I apply it very well, leave it on overnight, and then the next day I come back and I wipe it, and it's gonna give it a beautiful sheen, and it's going to give it very good protection. That is the top. What do you guys think? Look at the hardware and look at the top. I think I did pretty well, huh? So thus far, I think this is all that this needs. We're just gonna stage it, but again, I'm gonna leave it here overnight so that the top dries well. We'll come back and wipe it down, and I'm gonna remind you what this guy looked like before. Beat up, dirty. The top was literally roached. It needed to have a fresh start, so I sanded it all, cleaned it very well, and went with paint and all kinds of good new stuff. Here we go. This is what it looks like now. I'm in love. I know that I always say that. Oh, I've got to tell you. So this is Bella. Bella belongs to somebody. I don't know who, but she's always in my shop. She comes by every now and then. I guess she lives in one of the houses around here. I'm in a rural area, and there's Bella. I love her. Here's the dresser back. It looks completely new. It looks completely different. That green turned out exactly the way that I liked it. My staging is simple this week, but I wanted the top and the paint to be the stars. I was rudely interrupted, y'all. Look at this. She walks around like she owns the place. I don't even know who the owner of this dog is or where she lives. She only stops by a couple of times a week. And look how loving she is. I love dogs. I love animals, but dogs have my heart. Anyway, enough about Bella. Here's the liner. Here's the top. Here's one side. And here's the other. I am in love with this dresser. Y'all, thanks again for being here this week. If you like the content that you see, please leave me a comment, a like. Definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any of my work. And I will see you again next week. Thanks, y'all. Bye.